So good morning everyone. Before anything else, let me introduce myself. By the way, my name is Siti Redsma J. Sakam and I am a reporter from Group E. I will be continuing the report of Mr. Idyong, which is pre-service program for special education teachers and other teachers in the Philippines. And also, I do add some steps in becoming a special education teachers. So let's start with a little recap before I will continue the lesson. Without further ado, what does a special education refers to? So, a special education refers to the preparation of teaching procedures and materials and other intervention designed to address the needs of a child with learning differences, disabilities, and giftedness. Meaning that a child with special needs is given the opportunity by letting them show their talents, socialize with others, integrate their learning upon new things, which is given for them for their development to process more. They can also be trained for basic life survival like laundry sorting, pagsasampay, sweeping the floor, and wiping the tables and so on. So let's proceed with the continuation of the topic, which is pre-service program for special education teachers and other teachers in the Philippines. So, what is the pre-service program for special education teachers and other teachers in the Philippines? So, the program is called Teacher Education or TE, Teacher Training. Refers to the policies, procedures, and provision designed to equip prospective teachers with the knowledge, attitudes, behaviors, and skills they require to perform their tasks effectively in the classroom, school, wider community. So, as a student teacher, they are trained to teach students with or without disabilities for the future. So, what do we need to know about teacher education program? The program scaffolds the development of your practice and classroom leadership progressively with a variety of supports. So, cohort and community, every TEP or teacher education program cohort consists of individuals who bring a rich diversity of experiences and a shared commitment to teaching and education equity. What are the benefits of the teacher exchange program? So in a educational and cultural enrichment, exchange teachers sharpen their professional skills and participate in a cross-cultural activities in schools and communities. And they return to their home, school after the exchange to share their experiences and increase the knowledge. So in the Philippines, one has to enroll in a 4-degree course in education, choose a field of specialization, and submit him or herself into a rigid training starting from the understanding of theoretical underpinning of education. So, compared to the other countries, Philippines practiced that those who take the course of education must take it for 4 years in order to boost their teaching capacity and also be trained on dealing with different behaviors, including those children who have special needs. Based from my understanding, the theoretical underpinning of education, a teacher must apply some strategies on making the child be motivated in participating in such activity, like let them engage, like playing, let them answer from their own opinion, and of course listen to them attentively. So the teacher will give such reward as motivation, like for example, if a child can accomplish the task, she will receive a token or a chocolate. On the other hand, condition to classroom instruction and discussion about what teachers should accomplish have also evolved, such as technology, the changes of materials in the classroom, namely projectors from blackboards to whiteboards. The Philippines assures that the classroom settings should have several well-developed approaches, materials, instruction that emphasizes different aspects of teaching and in order to provide a meaningful learning context. So next is the RQA, or Registry Qualified Applicant. So RQA refers to the official list of applicants who obtain an overall score of 70 points and above based on the criteria as a result of evaluation and selection process set. So pre-service teacher training is one of the most important aspects of every teacher education curriculum, as it prepares student teachers to become qualified teachers. It will be in the future. So in connection with RQA, some common milestone of a student teacher will be assigned to teach in such rural areas, for example in Paquibato City in Panabo. So there are a lot of indigenous children there, and of course, if they can adopt and have their ways on teaching, some are sent to other schools to teach, and of course they are mentored or be observed. That is the moment of truth when they are being judged about their performance, whether they obtain such score to exceed 70 or less than 70. So as we have known, the program implemented for special education teachers and other teachers, which is the TE or teacher training, I will be presenting such steps on becoming a professional teacher as stated for student teacher's journey. So in becoming special education teacher, the special education teacher preparation program, or SETPP, combines regular elementary teaching certification and K-12 endorsement in this special education area of learning disabilities. As I have mentioned a while ago, you will be assigned a certain area to teach, whether to be in the cities, schools, or in urban area, rural or urban areas. Right now, as I said, that I will be showing some steps for special education teachers and other teachers under the program for student teachers. Number one, so take a bachelor in elementary education or bachelor and secondary education major. Becoming a classroom teacher in the Philippines requires passion, dedication, and of course, love and patience, especially to those children who have special needs or have disabilities. The first step is to earn a 4-year degree diploma in education, either elementary or secondary education major. Well, there are many universities and colleges that offer this course across the country. You have just to select the best school for you and have to qualify on its entrance examination and other standards. Once you're qualified and enrolled, you really have to study well to earn the degree. So for example, if you are thinking about the expenses on reviewing or reviewer, you can have Matina, I believe, that they will let you study there for free. But if you if you are enrolled in that school. So for number 2, take and pass the board licensure examination for professional teachers. So after earning your degree in educational major, you are now ready to take another step on becoming a licensed professional teacher. So in the Philippines, Professional Regulation Commission is the agency tasked to conduct a board examination to aspiring professional like teachers. The process of application to take board licensure examination for professional teachers is quite easy. But due to bulk of applicants, you have to provide yourself a bunch of patience and wait for the wait for the news about it. So, number 3, process your license and other documents at PRC. If you are blessed to pass the exam, then congratulations! You are now a licensed professional teacher. But the next step is to process your license and documents like certificate of ratings, certificate of good standing, and of course, certificate of passing. These are necessary on application on becoming a government school teacher. So number 4 is the last step, which is process your application at DepEd. Typically, application for teachers in Department of Education starts on January to March. You have just to be resourceful enough to know the details about it. Sometimes, the memorandum of application process is posted earlier, but sometimes they aren't. So generally, the guidelines everywhere is the same requirements and criteria. The usual process includes demonstration teaching, interview, English proficiency test, and demonstration of skills of children with disabilities. To be qualified and be included in a registry of qualified applicants or RQA, you have to earn the minimum required points of 70. And of course, just have to have your confidence, pray, and of course, have patience on handling them. So, take note that being in the RQA does not guarantee you are hired already. Because upon qualifying in the set standards of application process, you have to wait a call or a letter from DepEd informing that you are hired. If no letter arrived, then be mindful enough that after a couple of months, it means that you are not hired due to some reasons. Reasons that your lack of confidence, your lack of teaching skills or strategies, and also maybe your lack of patience on handling children. So that's all for today, and I hope that you have gotten some information about my presentation. Thank you and have a blessed day, everyone. Be safe.